Ravens, this is Clowns Week. We are facing the Clowns, our first AFC North game. We're going to discuss this and a couple of things more, and we're going behind enemy lines on the breakdown coming right out. Hey guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to szg.sports. If this is your first time in this channel and you love some Ravens content, or if you're a football fan and want to know another tuber that from AFC North or just opinions based, please subscribe now and hit the notification button so you can stay up to alert every time I upload. Tuesdays currently we're going live every Tuesday at 8:30. So if you want to be part of the conversation, we do live streams, we do phone calls so people can call in. So we do all that good stuff. Also, this episode will include a behind enemy lines segment where you have my boy Quincy. He is a Clowns fan and he has a YouTube channel called Worst Steak. But that's gonna be later on. So Clowns this week, the Brownies, as a lot of people like to call them. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a tough game. I think it's a winnable game. I think we should win. The spread right now, last time I saw, was 7.5 or 7 points. I think it was a touchdown. So I'm not sure if we're gonna cover that, but independently should be a good game. So let's start with what I think and the keys for us to win this game. So let's start with our offense against their defense, right? That defense looks good. Let's props where are due. That defense looks good, even when they miss some players against a decent to good. I think the Rams are a really good offensive team at home in LA. Cross country, they're a decent, right? A little downgrade, but regardless, this is not to take anything away for the Clownies. They play really good. That defense play really good. And that was surprising because I was not expecting that defense to be that good this year, especially after missing the corners and the safety. So that I was impressed. Not gonna lie, I was impressed with them in that area. So keys for us with our offense: protect Lamar. They have this guy. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, Myles Garrett. Dude is he's legit. You know, he's a guy. He's another guy. Well, Myles Garrett has 6 sacks for the year, and that is nasty. 6 sacks in 3 games. That is nasty. Obviously, Ravens don't have anybody in that realm. Not even close. I think Judah has 3. But yeah, anyway. 6 sacks per end of the year. That's amazing. He also has a forced fumble that was against the Rams. Our tackle's going to have whoever he usually lines on the blind side. So Stanley will have a big job to do. It's not like Stanley hasn't done it before, meaning hasn't gone against Myles Garrett. So that's good. He has the experience. Myles Garrett's still a handful. He might still get one. Like, if you get Myles Garrett to only have 1 sack, for me, that's a great game. It's a great game, and I'm happy with that effort. Keep that pocket clean. So that's the main thing. Also, other than Garrett, they have Ogunjobi. Hopefully I didn't botch his last name. Another dude that is really good. I feel like Ogunjobi does rush a little bit better through the inside with 2 sacks, and also Burnett with 2 sacks. Team can pressure you. That D-line stack, and we haven't even talked about Sheldon Richardson. Sheldon Richardson is another guy that can rush through the middle. So, biggest concern for me, that left guard position. Can Bozeman hold Sheldon Richardson? Right, that is important for me. If he does, if he can contain him, also the running backs, if they see him, they can chip him and help him. That would be ideally. And if he does penetration, then hopefully Lamar can juke him off and buy some extra time. If that happens, right? If protection happens, now how I see it is if Ward plays, which he probably will, and my opinion was the Browns probably saw this game against the Rams and were like, can we afford a loss against the Rams? Sure. If we had to split, you win that game against the Ravens. That is the divisional game. So they rested their guys because they were banged up with the hope that they're going to be more healthy in this game. So my assumption is Ward's going to play. Ward, in my opinion, is going to shadow Hollywood. And it makes sense. Statue-wise, they're similar. Hollywood's a little bit shorter, but they're similar. Both fast guys, both shifty guys. So if you want to bring Hollywood, if you want to make Hollywood part of the game, you have to not necessarily go deep routes. Go through traffic. maybe pick play, something, 5-6 yard draggers, things that, because all the traffic is there, it will create enough space for Hollywood to grab it and then give him a chance to maybe stiff arms war or whatever to go make the play. On the other side is our tight ends. I feel like that's their mismatch. They don't have anybody that can cover our tight ends. Our tight ends are a mismatch for them, and in my opinion, Andrews will have a decent game, but you use Andrews as a decoy. My hope is Hurst and Boyle have a bigger game. Also Snead. So the other corner is Grady Williams, and Grady Williams is a decent corner. I mean, he's a rookie, right? This is no shame on Grady. He is a rookie. So exploit the rookie. Boykins, I'm hoping he has a big game, but Snead is as a smart veteran. He should look to have a big game. We should be relying in this game more on our veterans than we are gonna be doing on the rookies. And third, run. So if the Browns are gonna be, aggressive against Lamar, screen it, throw to the running back on the flat, and keep running the ball, pound the ball, get that time of possession in our side. I would like to see a split 55-45, 55% passing, 45% running the ball. So all that stuff is what I think it needs to happen. Protect Lamar. Put Hollywood not in deep routes, on traffic to get him some space. Utilize the tight end. And our veteran receivers need to make plays, especially on the red zone. Okay, now on Lamar, obviously the normal, right? No turnovers. He has done a great job. That includes fumbles or interception. Be accurate, right? And if there's nobody there, run it. They will not have an answer for that. Okay, so I'm expecting Lamar to have a good game, probably around 230 to 40 yards, 50 to 80 yards rushing, and probably a touchdown or two. A touchdown throwing, and I'm thinking maybe a rushing touchdown. Okay, so that's it. On our offensive side, that's my keys to the game. Protect Lamar. Use Hollywood in traffic, not in a go route. Not that you don't use him at all, but limited the go routes. Use him more in traffic. And our tight ends, I feel like they're a mismatch. And don't forget the run. Our defense, which is the concern of most of us, right? At this point, the defense is like, oh my God, Sonny, what are we gonna do? Our defense looks like trash. Well, we cannot forget that we did play against the best quarterback currently in the league and a high power offense, right? That is important. Now this offense is struggling, and have they gone against excellent defense? Well, Tennessee defense is stingy, right? The Jets had so many injuries that game. I wouldn't call them stingy, and Rams are up and down. They had good weeks, they have okay weeks. They're okay defense, they're middle of the pack in my opinion. But the Ravens currently are a middle of the pack at best, as they've been playing, right? Because we weren't allowed to rush, and now we were against KC. So before KC, people were rushing against us. Against KC, they rushed pretty well. Anyway, so they're 24th in yardage, 28th in points, 18th in passing, and 25th in rushing yards. For the rush, Nick Chubb is their main rusher. He has 58 attempts. The next closest guy has 4, which is Dearness Johnson. 233 yards, 4 yards per carry, and 1 touchdown. So what I want from Chubb is limit him. Hopefully, if you can get Chubb to run no more than 40 yards, that is excellent. That is where you want to live. Okay, so Baker last game had less than 200 yards. If you can contain Baker for less than 200, that would be ideal. But let's be honest, what I'm thinking is he's going to be closer to 300 yards. So first keys for the game on the defensive side, make them one-dimensional. Chubb, limit him to 40 to 50 yards. If you do that, now you have one step against them. Because now you know Baker is going to be forced to pass a lot of third and longs, right? After that, what is the next thing you want to do against this offense, right? Hit Baker. You saw against Patty Mahomes, we started that like that. and then we deviated from that? No. Against Baker, you hit him. Because when you hit him, then he's going to start seeing ghosts. He's going to start rushing the pass, right? Because he's like, oh my God, they're coming for me. Then you can show blitz, go back, and he's going to feel pressure that is not there. That's what you want. Third, Mr. Earl Thomas, this is for you, brother. Look, you're going to be playing probably single high. Make sure you get those picks. Baker likes to force the ball. Baker has usually 2 reads, unless he has a lot of time. He goes, in my opinion, 2 reads, and you know where those 2 reads are for the most part. OBJ and Landry. So, read the quarterback's eyes. Third, limit the big plays. This is simple. Make sure you limit the big plays. If you limit the big plays, take them out of the field, and then Lamar can go and win the time of possession. That is a recipe for success. Fourth, the other thing I want is to see Marlon Humphreys and OBJ. OBJ is still a good player. For all you guys that are saying that he's not a good player, he's still a good player. He's currently looks for to be healthy. Landry, another good player, slower, but has a really good craft on the route running. So, in my opinion, Carr might be good against Landry because Carr's smart. Carr, in my opinion, has been struggling against speedy guys. That's not Landry. That's why you don't put Carr on OBJ. You put Humphreys. Those two lock those 2 receivers, make somebody else beat you. They're tight end, and Njoku's not there, right? So, overall, choke that run. Make sure that running game is limited to 40 to 50 yards, right? Make them one-dimensional and hit Baker Mayfield. That way, he's going to start rushing the pass. Make sure you don't leave picks or fumbles. So, be opportunistic. Get those turnovers. Fourth, hopefully that's the fourth, receivers, lock them down between Humphreys and Carr. I'm not saying that OBJ is not going to get yardage or not catches or Landry, but limit them. If you do that, we should come up with a W. I mean, all I said is not that it's going to be easy. Be disciplined. That's the fifth one. Be disciplined. Don't have stupid mistakes and stupid penalties on unopportunistic moments. So guys, those are my keys to the game. Now, I told you there's a behind enemy line, so here's my boy Quincy for his take as a Browns YouTuber. Take it away, Quincy.
What is up? Quincy from Worst Take here. Happy to be on SZG Sports. And I'm here to talk about the Browns and the Ravens game. We're here to preview this game. Me and Sonny have been talking crap about this game since we met during Ravens training camp. And now it is finally upon us. The day has finally come for the Browns to take on the Ravens in M&T Bank Stadium. So 3 things I think are going to be important about this game. Can the Ravens get a pass rush? I know Matthew Judon has that stat where he is the most QB hits in the NFL, or he's in the top 10 at least, but you have to consider that he's done that against the Dolphins, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs did not have their starting left tackle. The Dolphins, they traded away Laremy Tunsil. They're the Dolphins, and the Cardinals aren't much better than that. So this will be his first real test, and honestly, not even a real test because the Browns' offensive line is bad, but I don't think Greg Robinson is as bad as some of the left tackles Matthew Judon has been put in front of. So that is going to be a huge question. Can the Ravens disrupt this Browns' offensive line and give them trouble like the Rams did last week? If they do, that'll be very good for the Ravens. The second question for the Browns is going to be, can they stop the run like they have all season so far, minus the fourth quarter against Tennessee? The Browns have been pretty good. That solid front 7 of Schobert, Mac Wilson now since Kirksey's hurt, Sheldon Richardson, Larry Ogunjobi, and the 2 ends, Olivier Vernon and, of course, Myles Garrett have proven to be a formidable front when it comes to stopping the run. That is the bread and butter of what the Ravens are able to do. They get a lot built off of success in the run game. I think the Browns can stop a lot of the run game and make the Ravens have to be a little bit one-dimensional there, which is going to be very interesting to see how this works out for both offenses. And speaking of offenses, can this Browns offense get their struggles together and be able to put together a good game and start to look more crisp out there, because they just have not looked crisp at all this season. To beat the Ravens, the Browns are probably going to have to be able to attack downfield with the big play. Have protection up front, which they have not been able to get at all. And they're going to have to be able to have rhythm on quick throws, mainly throws in the flats. That's what Kansas City did to take advantage of the Ravens. That is what the Browns are going to have to do. They have Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham, two guys who are perfectly suited for that type of game plan. We'll see if the Browns take care of that. Now, I think this is going to be a defensive battle between the Browns and the Ravens. And I think that since this is a home game, I would give the edge to the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win 18. It's going to be an ugly score. Don't ask me the mathematics of this, but 18-16. They're going to win by 2. They're actually going to get one of those 2-point conversions. But that's my thoughts on it. If you like what I have to say, check my channel out. But Sonny, thank you for letting me be on.
Okay, guys, there you have it. So something that I haven't said is, what is my score prediction? I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a competitive game. This is my score prediction. 27 Ravens, 21 Browns. I think we win by 2 field goals. The bank is going to be loud. I will be there. I'm going to try to be early. So if you want to meet up, just send me a IG or Twitter message, and we can meet up. I'm going to be there with a couple friends. So a couple of you have invited me to tailgate, so I'm going to try to hop in to a couple ones. But 27-21 Ravens, we win this game. We keep our lead in the North, and we go from there, guys. Again, not an easy game. The Browns, even though they're 1-2, even though they're struggling, they're still a talented team, and they're coming super high because they know currently if they win, they become first in the North, and they want to lead. They don't want to be behind us. Right here, so you can be part of the SCG's Nation. Also, don't forget to follow me on IG, Twitter, Facebook at SCG Sport. And before you leave this content, check one of the videos here on the side. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.